Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Tariq, Molly, hey, live from Buzz Blast, you know? Did you catch that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It had to take a solid, 5 minutes to stop and scream about it.
This is such a nightmare of production. I just...
No matter what, we can't leave Billy's sexuality alone.
Oh, look! He wants to fuck the alien girl, you know, right? Billy is smart.
That's what he definitely has always wanted.
Right, look, that's why he left the planet Earth to go be with the hot alien girl, you know, right?
Yeah, because he. Even though this guy on Earth is able to be gay and have a boyfriend.
Yep. We can include, homosexuality, but, we can't accept it as one of the Power Rangers.
I mean, we have Izzy, you know?
I'm just saying, that's because our buddy fucking, what's his face? Sean Bennett or whatever, Simon Bennett.
Okay, yeah.
Is here fucking taking care of everything.
Right.
Re-educating.
He's fixing the world.
Oh, is he taking them to camp? Is how it's going on?
Oh.
So he's either fixing them or killing them.
Oh no.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, this is... What a fucking... So... Hey.
What's up with Rare Repulsive Forms?
She's
sorry.
She's inspired by my
Alright, there's a lot of stuff in here that happens that, there's a lot of stuff that in here that, unless if you actively watch Power Rangers, you're gonna fucking miss it. There was, a bunch of... This special has the same problem as the Mario movie, where there is nothing but fucking...
Hey, no spoilies, no spoilies.
Yeah. Hey, it's Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers once and always, you know. Hey, look, we're getting the gang back together, all of them, you know, right?
Yeah, I'm calling everybody in.
Once and always, minus a solid handful of people.
Yeah, once and always.
Specifically minus 2.
Minus 2, but also minus another 2 because of creative differences. Right? Man. Oh god, this is such a...
Alright.
You had to make a phone call.
There's a lot of ways we can approach addressing all of the stuff. Should we just go into all the stupid background stuff before we talk into the special where I explain everything and what's going on?
Sure.
I'd rather do it as we go, but
okay, you guys want to do it? Sure. That works for me.
Sure.
We can do trivia time, you know? Right? Do a cool trivia break, you know? Like on a game show.
So at the end of this, we could just play Jeopardy.
It'd be great to just fucking take William through this. But, he's trapped in his other dimension.
No, that's right. Look, he's still trapped into Z-Waves, you know? What a fucking thing to address. The fact that they addressed this stupid fucking got me so much.
I had so many issues with this. So, this is a special, not a movie.
Yeah.
A special that...
Right? Because Netflix only paid for 55 minutes. You're not getting that 8 episodes you wanted, you know? You only get 55 minutes.
This is a special that starts off running. We're immediately just...
Hit the ground
Billy on the ground, fighting against Robot Rita and a bunch of fucking putties. Which, my instinct was, this makes no fucking sense. They do actually manage to make a good job of, doing, a Tarantino-esque, hey, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got there. We do explain the context of this starting scene.
Yeah.
But, boy, we start off right off the bat going, what the fuck is going on? And then we get to things that are just continuity issues that I have.
Okay. Right.
So, right, they in the opening credits they list all the main Power Rangers.
Yeah, all the main actors that shows up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
And so at first I was confused because it said Kat was there, who was the second Pink Ranger.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, and Rocky, right, who's the second Red Ranger.
Yep.
So I was like,
yeah, that's right. Because those two agreed to not be in a union and to work less than McDonald worker back in 1995. You know, right?
Christ. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like,
that
okay,
interview,
cool.
That they released an interview this week where they talked to them and they revealed how back then that it turns out the special effects team had better protection and insurance than any of the actors on the show.
Yeah, because they were actual fucking, like, again, unionized workers, like fucking goddamn, like IATSE probably, like the International Association of Theater and Stage Employees or whatever. Hey. We may or may not have interactions with that union. But like, God, they just at first I thought it was like, okay, why are Rocky and Kat the only Rangers that are there? But it's like, oh, they're trying to pretend that the other four are here. So here's the first elephant in the room.
Okay.
Two of the actors expected a higher, like, pay, like, for the roles.
Two of them?
Well, was Amy Jo Johnson also?
No, it was only Amy Jo Johnson. So this is in terms of getting the So it turns out when you try to get the band back together, you can only get two members of the band back together, right?
I mean, that's basically what happened, right?
I mean, depends on how much money and how much people expect from the band.
But am I wrong in saying that Amy Jo Johnson was asking for a higher, like, pay rate?
Yeah, she was so the obvious one is T-Train, who obviously could not return, right? Right? We don't need to address that.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Right? So for Amy Jo Johnson, she wanted a higher pay and she wanted to direct the special.
Well, wait, hold on. Let me. We don't have to go over this, but I think we should just state for anybody that doesn't understand, she's dead. She died.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like.
Whoa. Who? You have to explain.
Yeah, like, and I'm pretty sure she died in a car crash?
Yeah, in 2001?
Not the same person.
Yeah.
Are we talking about Trini being dead?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. But, like, the actress who played Trini died, car swerve violently, okay, yeah. She died in a car crash. It was, an awful thing. She was only 27. Like, it's not great. No one wants to go out that way.
Yeah.
And so already this was something that was like, okay, well, we have a character that actively has died now, and that feels awkward. But
you know what we're gonna do?
We're gonna make a movie. We're gonna make some like reference to it. We're gonna do her death justice ? Asterisk, like TBA, to be determined, TBD, right? So that's with Dai Trang, right? Then there's Amy Jo Johnson.
Yeah.
Who I guess she was trying to direct it too. What?
Yeah, because she has an actual career now, right? Like right? Because she's actually a director now for like TV shows and movies. I think she released like her film. I think she released 2 films now, I believe. Because I know she did a Kickstarter for one like a few years ago. Right, that's when she put on the spandex suits again, right, and singing out in the street, begging people for money, like, "Hey, please donate to my Kickstarter," you know, link, scan the QR code right next to me, right? and she released another film like last year or something. Yeah, but Angel has an actual career now, right? And then Toei, not Toei, Hasbro, Netflix, like, and hey, we got here's like $20 and some change we found. You know, you wanna come back?
Yeah, right.
Right. Right, but I mean, she basically she knows her worth, right? She's like, you know, boy, hey.
Yeah, and that leads into our second. I'm trying to be respectful, but also still just like shit on this because it's out of control. The second dead elephant in the room, which is Jason David Frank.
Right. All right. Yeah. So his is way more. It's different, right? So hey, as you know, Hasbro doesn't give a fuck about how popular you're. Like they're like, oh boy, hey look, we can replace you. You know, you're nothing. So basically, from what I gather, before Hasbro bought Power Rangers from Saban, right? Jason David Frank was talking to us about, hey, people love Tommy Oliver. People love the Green Ranger. Hey, make a movie with me, the Green Ranger, as the main character, the Green Ranger. And Saban's like, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that. People love the Green Ranger. People, all the kids talk about is how much they love the Green Ranger and how no one buys toys of anyone else. Only because we probably only sell toys of the Green Ranger. Our market data shows that if we keep releasing only Green Ranger figures, people will buy it, right?
Because they love them, yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So the rumor, the production note is that he was in talks of having a Green Ranger movie or Tommy Oliver fucking movie or something.
Isn't that what his like Legend of the White Dragon movie?
Oh yeah,
is
at least into that, right? But then Hasbro bought Power Rangers, and he was like, hey. So I was talking about. So then he was like to the Hasbro, hey, you know, hey, are we still making that Green Ranger movie about Tommy Oliver? You know, and I was like, who the fuck are you? No, we're not. What the fuck? He was like, and that's when he publicly declared, I'm done with Power Rangers. I have outgrown Power Rangers, you know? Saban was sucking my dick, but Hasbro would suck my dick, you know?
Yeah,
right?
If only I could get that sloppy toppy.
Right? Yeah, so that's when he says, I'm done with Power Rangers, right? And that's when he said, hey, go check out my legally distinct movie about the not Green Ranger.
About the white armored.
I mean, he technically has a right to be doing this shit.
I mean, he still basically took the, like, I guess, mechanics of Power Rangers and, like, tried to make it its own. Which, to be fair, Power Rangers isn't the first thing either, right? So I was thinking about this. Just between Power Rangers and Kamen Rider, right, we always go, like, okay, there's that. But it's also, like, there's Guyver, there's all these other, like, series that, like, talk about, like, power suits and, like, things that just, like...
Yeah, but boy, Legend of the White Dragon, it's really, boy, hey, copy my homework and literally adjust a few points, you know, right? Go to the shader tool.
That's really, like, it's like that, oh god, you remember that, YouTube short film that came out, like, probably, oh man, was it 10 years ago? Maybe it was less than that, probably. But, like, I want to say his name was, like, Ari Shankar or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, the, like, edgy Power Rangers.
Right.
Thing. And it's like, yeah, that's basically the vibe I get of, like, boy, this is so much edge. So Hasbro wasn't gonna suck Jason David Frank's dick, and so Jason Frank's like, I'm out of Power Rangers. No, I'm never coming back, you know, right? I'm never coming back, right? I'm gonna make my Legend of the Green Ranger, White Tiger, Dragon, whatever the fuck movie now instead, right? And then Austin St. John's, the original Red Rangers. Hey, Tariq, you want to know something? It turns out when you're under federal investigation for PPP scams, you cannot leave the country, you know? Oh, yes.
Yeah. So that's the reason why he's back. It's not as something as is unlike the other reasons why Amy Jo Johnson did keep it. His was more of a legal problem, you know, right?
Yeah. So that's the thing. So all right. So 3 minutes into this, because we're going to get to the
Within 5 minutes, he had to make a phone
the
call.
incendiary moment of this entire special.
Yeah.
Right. I had to call the other Austin.
Okay.
Because, in case you don't know, his brother's name is Jason.
Okay.
And when we became friends in preschool, I remember before this kid was born, right? His mom was, like, our moms were talking, like, there's a bun in the oven. It's like, oh, Jason, like Power Rangers and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I had to call him and go, yo, you won't believe what the fuck they just did 3 minutes into this fucking goddamn thing.
It took like 45 minutes to have one short conversation
It
about
was
a thing.
so insane. The choices that were made in this, right? And I get it, right? They're trying to preserve the legacy of these characters.
Mm-hmm.
But when one character, assuming that this was put into production, or like production was finished long before Jason David Frank's death in November.
Mm-hmm.
One of these characters that you're trying to depict is dead. One is asking for the money that she deserves.
Mm-hmm.
And another one is dealing with federal legal, like has been indicted for federal fraud. Like, because I looked it up again. He's got a potential sentence of 20 years.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
right?
Is that why he's doing all these conventions all of a sudden?
No. He can't do fucking Austin St. John can't do any conventions, or rather, he can't leave Texas without court permission.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So he definitely isn't going to show up on this fucking New Zealand like cliffscape. 3 out of those 4 characters are already off the table.
Mm-hmm.
Then Jason David Frank dies, and it's like, woo boy, we're really, like, up shit creek now.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, all of that happens, and then all of this is to say,
We killed
3 minutes in, they kill Trini.
Yeah.
Right, like, off a fucking cliff and turn into a goddamn, like, dust to be collected in an urn.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Which is fine. I mean, at least she wasn't hit by a car.
Yeah, Robot Rita didn't throw a car at her.
Yeah. She...
But damn, everyone was so snarky in this movie.
Yeah, there's so much that it's
Jesus.
like... It's really riding the edge of...
I mean, like I'm pretty sure all the except for Johnny Young Bosch have not acted post Power Rangers, right? Because Johnny Young Bosch
I looked it up.
Has made an
I looked
actual
this up
career, right?
actually.
Okay.
Because I wanted to talk about Walter Jones' weird missing middle finger on his left hand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's actually been in quite a few things since then.
Oh, really?
He's in an episode of Buffy.
Oh, man.
He's in like quite a few things.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite episodes, actually.
I didn't know he was in Buffy. Holy shit.
Yeah. Like, I also think that David Yost has been in some things.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, yeah, there aren't that many... The Power Rangers to primetime pipeline is pretty non-existent.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Right.
But, like... Man, you didn't have to kill Trini all over again.
Was that really necessary?
Like,
you could have just said that she's living in South America.
Again, yeah. We give her the Paul Walker Fast and Furious treatment. Brian's in a farm upstate with his family, and he can't leave to like take care of us right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Leave Trini alone. But no.
Do we have to disrespect someone by killing them again?
Yeah, they had to show Trini trying to take the magical bullet for Billy, and then she is, honestly, to the best of my memory, the most graphic like murder of a character I've seen in fucking Power Rangers.
I mean, this
it's not
movie
it's
has
not
some
it's
of the
not a
most
lot.
graphic-
It's not like she turns into Viscera, but
Yeah,
I've never.
Yeah, it's not like she got eaten by a giant plant creature, you know, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying I haven't seen a character die like that, screaming for their life before. In, to the best of my memory, Power Rangers history.
Yeah.
Right? It's like they are actively like, oh my god, oh no, she's trying to save herself, and then she just pops. But here's the other thing. Here's other thing that I have a question about.
Right.
Why is the Green Ranger here?
That was the Green Ranger there.
Like, if the implication is supposed to be that it's Tommy,
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
he should technically be the Black Dino Thunder.
All right. So. All right. Yeah. All right. So. All right. So. Power Rangers lore hour. Right. Boop. 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 Trivia time. All right, and everything. So. I don't know if you guys watch. I think it was Ninja Steel.
No.
I believe. So they did a special. They did an anniversary special called Dimensions in Danger, which was just straight up a multiverse. Like, some guy is going across the multiverse, capturing all the Power Rangers and everything, right? All right, and then it's established within the special that, hey, look, Tommy got his powers back, you know, right?
But he got his powers back to green.
Yeah. So no. This goes back to Hasbro. Back to Saban era, where they're like, oh boy, everybody loves the Green Ranger, you know, right?
Oh, right,
so
yeah, all we can sell is Green Ranger.
They gave him something called the Master Morpher, okay? Right?
Oh, and he can turn into, like, all of his different forms?
Yep.
I do vaguely remember seeing something like that on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, I do remember that coming, like, when that came out, and, like, okay.
Yeah. So,
sure.
All right, because within the continuity, the Dino power has been destroyed. You know, like this is all gone, right? It's been destroyed.
God.
Because what is it? Because fucking Lord Zed or whatever the fuck gave Zordon a bomb and blew up his stupid little.
I was about to say, man, talk about continuity stuff in Dino power and like leading to the Zord battle at the end. Like,
yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, but turns out, hey, look, you can just rebuild the power. You know, hey, look. As long as you have a backup, as long as you didn't delete everything off your system and you kept the save file, you know, right? It's fine. You can just reload it. Just reload the save.
Just keep the blueprints.
Yeah. Control Z. You can always Control Z. You know.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, look. Hey, look. Trini dies, and they're like, how do we tell her daughter?
How do we tell her daughter?
Which is a reasonable statement, but also, how does this bitch own this much property? And not just property, I mean nice ass, like, property. Because
it also seems like the back area is, like, way bigger, like, the acreage, right? Like, in the back of the fucking house seems way bigger. She has, like, a whole, like, bridge and, like, river and, like, koi pond.
Is that the backyard? I thought it was, like, a park nearby.
No, she definitely ran from the backyard to the patio. Like, this is, like, a full, like, Japanese, like, this is the anime equivalent of, like, oh, come over to my house, and it's like, oh my god! Is your family part of the Yakuza? Like, there's no fucking way that you would have a...
Like, they're debating how to tell her in the living room, which is a great plan, always.
Yeah.
I feel like you should have talked about this at the command center, you know, right? With
everyone, maybe we should have talked this through before we came over to our house.
We should have got all 5 of us should have gone to there like, hey, how do we break this news, you know, right?
All 5 of us would talk about it if all 5 of us could be here.
Kimberly and Jason.
Yeah.
You guys want to say anything? Why aren't you guys demorphing, you know?
Yeah. If only you could talk.
You say the wrong thing
anyway,
oh
no, the child walked in while we were talking about it. Like,
nope,
yeah,
nope,
yeah,
nope,
don't.
Nope.
You fucked up. You fucked up.
Nope. And then, honestly, like, Mom and Dad, Billy insists on being like, we should be honest with her, and
Zach, yeah,
is like.
Although I feel like in this,
yes, but maybe we shouldn't share everything.
I mean, in this instance, it feels. I think it's more of like like, assuming that you're saying that, like, Billy's the mom and Zach's the dad, I think it's more of, like, the dad take, like, for Billy to be like, no, let's just fucking, she's big enough, we can talk about this, like...
Okay, it's just two parents.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely co-parenting this child, which, boy, does that come to a head later on, because the whole, like, high school teen of, like, I hate you! I wish you'd never been born! Or, I mean, I wish I'd never been born! I mean,
I hate everything!
You killed my mom!
I mean, everyone's dead!
Yeah, like, that definitely happens.
Like, cool. Apparently Zach was a congressman?
Oh, yeah. Alright, beep, 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 boop, boop, bop, 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 trivia time. Alright, so as we discussed earlier, hey, so, Austin St. John, Walter Jones, and Tree Trade all left the show because they asked for a raise, and they almost got their raise, but at the last minute, Jason David Frakes was like, hey, I'm gonna side with Saban on this one. Like, everyone was pretty much in agreement to leave the show until Jason did, like, literally the story goes that all 5 cast member, right, were like, hey, we could, if all of us get together, right, and ask for a raise, right, we can get the raise, you know, right?
Yeah.
Right, but then
if we unite our intentions in some kind of union-y forming way, we might be able to get what we want as a collective bargain.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the thought balance of, like, do I specifically play to get what I want because I might be able to get away with it? Or do we all play for what we want? And that's a much more questionable answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all three, so everyone was gonna get together to tell someone, hey, if you don't give all of us a raise, we walk, right? But then Jason Davis at the last minute was like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna side with Saban, you know? Right? Hey, look, he said that if I don't join you guys, he'll make me the leader of the Power Rangers next season, you know, right? And that's what happened. That's how those three left the show, right? And that's how they got wrote off the show. And then within the show's universe, they did say that Zach was gonna be congressman.
I thought that the 3 of them were like study abroad students.
Yeah, I think they were like global. They were attending a UN peace conference or something.
Okay, yeah, something like that. Because I know that, like, I remember there being like a big thing of like, and then there's the 3 of them with backpacks, like walking across the sunset, which felt.
They're walking to America.
They're walking to fucking. No, they're in America, New Zealand, America.
Okay, they're walking to America.
Yeah. But
let's just call it Austin, Texas, America.
No, well, that's the only place that Austin St. John can go now. So yeah.
Yeah, that's my joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, Min has to. Hey, look. She has to work out before going to the funeral, I guess.
Yeah, she's always practicing. She's learning the way
revenge.
The way of the crane. And
which
also
doesn't make sense by the end of it, by what happens when she fights Rita.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Well, she's trying to train herself the best that she can train herself.
Yeah.
Like, she's trying, she's just, I want to do this. Why do you guys have so many fucking pears?
Pears or apples?
Those are pears.
I mean, pears
you always
apples.
gotta be healthy, you know, right?
Okay,
but yeah.
It's either way. Why do you have so many of one fruit? There's only 2 of you.
Oh, there's also, if you notice, the table also has a bunch of lemons as well, which I think is really
I think those are oranges.
I think they're oranges, but yes.
Oh, okay, that makes more
sense. Either way, yeah. I think the problem is... Well, what do you say your thing?
This house in this area just has way too much space, and they clearly have to pay people to, like, deal with it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, look at this kitchen with a fucking fan over the fucking, like
middle?
that...
I mean, that just means they put their oven in the middle, and, like, that's some rich-ass white people shit.
Yeah.
But I'm just like,
it turns out being a UN peacekeeper pays
being a former UN peacekeeper, just although, to be fair, we don't know what Trini was doing before this. Who knows?
How does, like, Trini make the money to, like, provide
Oh my god, is that a pool?
This?
Is that a
That's
pool?
a pool.
There's a pool back there,
That's
too!
a pool. But, like, how the fuck did this bitch...
Okay, hold on.
Like,
There it goes.
this?
It goes main house, pool, then a fence that leads to whatever the fucking running path. Does she own a golf course? What the fuck is this?
Bridge, like a Japanese style bridge, and like a
Man,
clearing, and like another
I
clearing.
like how this is where you guys take issue with this.
She has a bigger house than I have in Minecraft. Like, what the
Yes.
fuck?
No, but what I'm saying is just, how did she afford this? She was a Power Ranger, and then what?
Yeah, it's true, right?
The UN pays well. It turns out, right?
Okay, but the other thing I just wanted to say.
Does it pay this well? Does it pay for like?
I mean, it pays
at least
well
5
enough
years
that apparently
standing?
even after a year of your death, you can still afford it. You had enough. You had enough of your cat that still pays for the house and everything after a year.
I mean, but for how long? Because it's like
UN representative salary. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! That's so bad.
Why would you turn it away?
I just want to turn it away for a second so I can react to it. Holy shit! That can't be real. According to ZipRecruiter, or at least Google's first thing, as of April 12th, 2023, the average annual pay for a UN ambassador in the United States is $37,756 a year.
Isn't $40,000 a year like standard?
That's less than teachers get paid.
Yeah.
That is just barely above the poverty line, depending on where you live.
But what's this adjusted for inflation? Right?
It says as of April 12th, 2023.
Hold on, we gotta keep in mind. Well, like she could have been working this UN job since 1994. Right?
Okay,
So they've been eating nothing but bread scraps and putting it all into the house.
Well, obviously they haven't been eating bread scraps. They've been eating rice. Obviously.
Fucking racist.
Who? Rita? Rita is racist.
Yes. But she's also a metal person, so I don't know how you wouldn't be.
Okay. It can range based off of where, like, the organization and, like, it's, like, the entry level position. Like, so it depends on the role you have and what your, I guess, country is willing to pay. But the idea that, like, someone could be paid 30 cents, like, the idea of someone saying, like, I work for the UN, it's like, oh, cool. Yeah, anyway, so can you pay for my meal? And it's like, what? It's like, yeah, I have $20.
They don't pay me enough.
Like, it's fucking insane. Like, oh god, Trini's part of the 1%. She was part of the 1%. I know that AOC said we need to eat the rich, but we didn't have to kill Trini again. Okay?
We need to hit Trini with a guitar.
But yeah.
Jesus Christ.
They're clearly the kind of people that only buy fruit for decoration and not for fucking, like...
consumption, because there's too many pieces of fruit, and also they have a fucking, like, bamboo dish dryer. Yeah. Which, the reason people don't get those is because often they go, like, moldy and shit real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway,
but don't worry. Hey, look, Hasbro still has... Look, just because, Amy Jo Johnson, Jason David Franks, and all say they can't be... That doesn't mean that's not gonna stop Hasbro. They still have the rights to archival audio, right? Can't stop us with archival audio,
Throw that shit in and we're fine.
Yeah. Hey, ChatGPT presents Trini Kwan and fucking...
Anyways, we all are walking up to the burial site until we hear Triceratops!
Yeah, oh man, they're making their call signs.
And, like, no normal person would go, did I just hear a dude yell Triceratops? Like, should we go check that out?
At a cemetery.
Should we just go check that out?
Yeah, so...
But thank God she already is let into the know.
The joke Molly and I had about this was like, damn, she came to fucking diss on the fucking, like, grave? Like,
damn, bitch. Disrespectful.
Like...
Look, I get you came out of a space dumpster, but, like...
So, we've joked about with Kamen Rider stuff about, like, gang tactics. This is actual, like Suge Knight, like West Coast, East Coast, like shit. Like, hey yo, I shot Tupac. I shot Tupac last year. I'm here to fucking kick his fucking like tombstone over. Like, yeah, like, hey yo, I'm pissing on his grave. Oh yeah, blam blam blam. Yo, gang life. Like, it's fucking wild. That Rita just shows up a year later to just go, hey,
on the anniversary, she waited, right?
She chose specifically the specific day.
Right? She could have said them any other point within the last year, but she's like, oh, no, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait an entire year before I attack again,
Well, when else can I get all of the Rangers together? I mean, I don't know, you could have enacted your whole, like, global attack plan like earlier, but
no,
like,
I killed one of you on purpose that day to come back a year later.
Always all the long
I marked that day.
If this had turned out to have like a whole like stars aligned like sort of situation, I would have been really mad. Like, she was like, I knew that I had to like do this on this day, and then a year later I'd be able to do it again. Anyway, Harvey Garvey's tombstone gets
almost 70.
Obliterated.
Yeah.
Who's 69?
Hey,
nice.
Tommy, Jason, and Kimmy gets turned into action figures. Hey, have you guys bought the Power Rangers Lightning Collection 6-inch action figures yet?
Man, I've been having to go through. So my mom has been texting me of like, hey, look, there's a lot of shit in your old room, and I'm like, yeah, I know. And she's like, no, but like, if you don't go through this, I'm gonna fucking like just chuck it. And I'm like, oh, okay, hold on. Let me go through that. To which I found a bunch of my old like Pokemon card, like OG Pokemon cards, still in like the collector binder, right? That I'm like, ooh, these might actually still be like first generation like Pokemon cards. So I should look through these. But like, I found so many pieces of action figures that I feel like retrospectively bad about, because I'm like, oh,
reasonable. That
was an arm of a Power Ranger.
Oops.
That was like,
I didn't know that I treated this thing so poorly.
Yeah, like, oops. Mm-hmm. That's like, I have a whole Transformers Armada. I have most of a Transformers Armada Megatron. Mm-hmm. But I know he's missing pieces because I found the body, and I think at least one of the horns is missing, and I'm like, oops. I know.
That's how I feel with my old childhood toys now, right? Look, hey, I remember as a kid, my parents or my family would buy me every year, every season, Power Rangers Megazord, and I don't own any of those anymore, Yeah,
I know. Like, I found so, you know how in Lightspeed Rescue they had the small Megazord?
Yeah.
And then they had the big train Megazord, right? Mm-hmm. So I got both of those.
Oh, yeah.
But I can only find the green, like...
The jet, the plane?
Jet, like, Zord.
I had that too.
I can only find that, and I can only find the, like, blue train's, like...
Arm? Yeah.
Like, arm, like, face, like, that's fist. Like, that's the, like... So I'm like, these definitely existed at one point, in full capacity.
Yeah.
But I have no fucking clue where the rest of them... that was another thing I found, was I found the Turbo Pink Zord.
Oh, yeah.
The ambulance? And I was like, okay, so I have this, and I'm like, I have literally no fucking clue where the rest of this is.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And it's just like... What the fuck? Like, oh god, I've really made a fucking mistake here. But anyway, yeah.
We ditched Snizzor.
Yeah, Billy Cranston runs away with his flubber machine from Snizzor and...
Hey, look, this is another callback. The Rat Bug 2. This was a fucking stupid thing that they used in the show. Because back then, when they didn't have footage of them teleporting, they're like, guess we'll take the car this week.
Was there a Radbot in the original Power Rangers?
Yep. I know that because prior to rewatching this, I don't know, but the official Power Rangers YouTube has uploaded like nearly every season now. right, on the YouTube. With the exception of the Netflix produced season, except of Cosmic Fury, right? Because Netflix paid for those, and Hasbro is not getting those on the YouTube channel anytime soon. That's for sure.
But so the rad bug is a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't like the closest I could remember was in Turbo when they had the buggy, the buggy and the
the Snail movie.
What?
Turbo.
No, not Turbo. No. Not Turbo the Snail movie. Power Rangers Turbo. God damn it, that's actually...
I'm sorry, you didn't
specify. I didn't specify. It'd be really great if real cars were in Turbo and they just crushed all the snails, but no! Oh my god.
That's what I thought
No, Power Rangers Turbo.
I'm an idiot,
No, it's okay. No, you're not. No, you're not, sweetie. Just... Yeah, the fucking everybody's least favorite Blue Ranger, the fucking
Justin?
kid. Yeah, Justin.
Justin, not time.
Had the blue Jeep, and then the Red Ranger had the fucking Corvette looking thing.
And Billy has his antique ass motherfucking car.
Yeah, I'm just saying
they chitty chitty bang bang.
Yeah, and it's just I was like, oh yeah, this is like that stuff in Turbo, and it's like, oh okay, this was a thing in Mighty Morphin. I don't remember this at all.
Go back to how look, there's a lot of reference, this is another Power Rangers reference of the Rad Bug. So it's a thing back from the original series that he made, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying it's something that it also goes back to back in the day, if you missed an episode or two, for a week, you were just fucked. Unless your Nana, I had, my maternal grandmother, my Nana, did tape, VCR tape some episodes for me. So, somewhere in some collection of VCR, VHS shit, I have, the entire, Psycho Ranger arc from, in space, from Power Rangers in space. But, that's the only way that I was able to, catch up on shit. So, it's no, I never saw this fucker before. I don't know anything about Radbug.
Anyway, Snizzard.
Yes, anyway, Snizzard
also,
fucks off.
All of these fucking headstones are terribly written.
Look, they're written in Times New Roman.
That's
Everybody's
fine.
favorite.
You know what? That's fine. You're dead.
Yeah.
Times New Roman is an appropriate neutral font.
They're just too small?
Yeah.
No, just the name and then Mother to Men. Loved by friends. Normally it's loved by many than my daughter.
I mean, it's a fine.
Her daughter.
Fine.
No, it just seems very I know.
Short and
cold.
there's no what do they call it? Epitaph, real epitaph to it.
Yeah, or just Harvey Garvey.
Harvey Garvey is just a sad name.
Hey man, you okay? You do anything that anyone could write on there?
Yeah. Meanwhile, Min comes back talks to her two dads, who immediately decide to mansplain it to her.
Put me in, right? Yeah, give me a look. I'll join the fight, right?
Yeah, I'll join the fucking Hitman team.
Let me help.
Look, make me a child soldier, You guys
I
are child
want to
soldiers.
kill the guy that killed my mom.
I mean, but for them, they're we're now adults and no longer teenage Power Rangers, so we see and understand the fucking
actual
worry and
contextual.
concern that our parents
So
were
I
bad.
don't know if you guys have read the Power Rangers comic, right?
I've tried to ignore it.
But it's really good, right? Because they have creative freedom to expand within the show's universe, right? So within the Power, they actually address the fact why Zordon recruited a bunch of teenagers and not adults, right?
Which is
it's easy to manipulate teenagers. Yeah, it turns out it's easy to tell a bunch of teenagers to do something and don't listen to you, and they won't infight with each other.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, hold on.
Yeah.
That's the biggest. That last part is the biggest flaw in that logic because teenagers won't infight with each other. Have you met teenagers?
So
Have you
in the
met
comics,
preteens?
right?
Like,
So in the comics, in the 70s, Zordon recruited a team of adults, right? But their first mission ended with three of them getting killed.
That's awkward.
Yeah. It's pretty insane. If you guys ever find the time
so
to
he
read
looked
the
for
Power
people with more
Look,
attitude.
Teenagers are malleable. Adults are one dog, no new tricks.
Yeah, adults will
it's-
question this and ask to be like, hey, we should unionize, right? Zordon's
Yeah,
like,
it's
oh,
similar
hey.
to
Zordon's like, teenagers
either-
don't know about unions, right? We gotta get them,
It's
right?
similar to both Gundam logic and African guerrilla fighter, or just honestly just any like guerrilla military like logic.
Right.
But yeah, her two dads proceed to like
Billy explained about how Robot Reader came about, right? Boy, so once again, they talk about the Z-Wave. Fucking boy, I was wondering how they're gonna address all
forget the Z-Wave. Let's forget the Z-Wave for a sec. This child goes so fucking hard on Billy and tells him that like
talking about teenagers with attitude.
Yeah, she fucking told like an uncle, a personal like childhood friend of her mother's, you fucking got my mom killed. Like, it's your problem. It's like your fault. All of this is your fault. And that's so wild that like she's actively trying to hurt him. It's so fucked up. Like, it's just one of those moments of like this episode or
she's
this
like,
thing.
I just want to help because this happened to my mom. And that bitch is the reason that things happened to my mom.
It's like, oh, okay,
So
you're gonna tell me no? You're the reason that my mom's gone too, by the way.
Yeah.
Like,
well, fuck you. This is all your fault. It's like, damn, bitch.
yeah. And she doesn't go like,
And instead of
but she
like,
doesn't
a minute
immediately
after like being
apologetic. Yeah.
Yeah. She just goes, good.
I'm glad that
Feel
hurt.
the sad.
Yeah. Like, it's so fucking, like, intense. Like, it's so much heavier
really
than, like,
just so
normal
much
Power
of it.
Rangers.
It's so much of a fucking, like, teenagers, like, bitching about shit. Just, no, I'm special. It's your fault. And then just, like, drop the mic and walk.
Right.
So that's definitely real healthy.
No, look, she has to get her emotions out, right? She has to process this.
Yeah, but you didn't have to, like, hone in on Billy and be like, this is your fault.
Yeah, look, I no one else to blame. I can't blame the other 3 members of your team. They don't show up to visit me for some reason, right?
And also, the other 3... There's 3. 2 of those 3 are dead. Only one person took the bullet for my mom. Or rather, only one person was about to get shot, and she's victim blaming. I know, obviously she's victim blaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, clearly.
I like Alpha 9 though. He tries to be like OG Alpha.
Yeah, he's a lot better than that.
He's trying to play the I thing off.
He's way better than that second shitty Alpha that like dissed everybody.
Hold on. I think the 3rd Alpha was the best because that was the hip hop Alpha, if I remember correctly. There was one of the original Alpha
that we had the original Alpha, and then we had the second Alpha that like kind of shit on the Rangers and was just like, I really wish I didn't have to do this. And then I think
then there was 8.
Well, there's 8 here, but I'm saying I don't remember. Was that the Alpha in Galaxy?
I think that might have been the Alpha in Turbo. That was the one where it was a hip hop young.
Okay, yeah, that
cool
sounds
one
about right.
That tried to resonate with the youth only because there was a little child on the team and he wanted to relate to the kid, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but hey, yeah. Right, hey, let's talk about the Z-Wave and something that.
We shouldn't have said that.
Mm-hmm. Right, let's talk about the Z-Wave and how they fucking brought this shit up. So in case you guys didn't know, Zordon is dead. And he's been dead for like for 23 years now, right? He was dead because he got killed right?
23 years? Is it that? I think it's Wait,
Boy, when was Power
No,
Rangers?
no,
in
that would
space?
be...
Being done?
Right,
In
so I was going to
Space
say
was
that
what?
doesn't make
what?
sense.
In Space was
Okay, so 23 years.
98? Jesus Christ. No, 25 years.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was like. I thought it was further ago.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
Zordon's been dead
Zordon's
for a good
super
long
dead.
time. Yeah, but look,
Yeah.
and then so Billy's like, hey, look, I'm gonna try to find out. Look, his energy beam is still across the universe, I guess, when he died, I can still collect the little bits of him and try to bring it back
it's
together.
so weird for him to try to be like... Yeah, it's so weird for him to be trying to, like, lock on to Zordon's, like, remnant signal.
I just like, they're just like, fact check, bitch. More
Yeah.
things happen than just what you think.
But yeah, so the whole thing is that they explain that Zordon... So, Zordon's whole, like, last blast to fucking, like, save the universe and wipe out evil only pushed it away, pushed it out of the bodies that it was inside of, and then they still existed, so he didn't kill anything, which, sure, if that's the explanation for why Lord Zed is back in fucking Dino Fury / Cosmic Fury...
You mean how they came back from, like, the
Sure.
mystery world?
Well, it's less that they were in Mystery World, it's more like they were just all, like, separated like oil from water. But, like...
I don't know, I feel like it's just a weird way to bring Risa Repulsa back, but I also get it as far as trying to bring her back.
Yeah, it's also interesting
Billy.
considering that, like...
I feel bad for Billy in this.
Dino Fury, Cosmic Fury is like... Zed's never left. He's still back. And, like, Rita Repulsa is back as a robot. And it's like, okay, but... I mean, maybe this ends with fucking Zordon being brought back, but the fact that, like, he tries to lock on to Zordon's energy or whatever...
Which, in the end, just turns out to be, like, strong readings similar to or related to.
The fact that he just winds up sucking down Rita Repulsa's body, or spirit.
Or Alpha 9.
And then, no, Alpha 8.
Yeah, Alpha 8. Sorry.
Rest in peace,
He didn't
never
deserve
forget
that.
Alpha 8.
That man didn't deserve it.
Always allow
Man.
Alpha 9. But yeah, this is like a weird fucking, like...
Somehow Billy
exchange.
makes it out of there.
Yeah, but, well, he made it out of there just to go, hey, I gotta go, like, I'm gonna try to lead her out, and then that's why he got blasted out onto that one cliffside, and then everybody showed up to help him, and then Trini died.
Alpha 9 just goes, no! My predecessor!
Yeah. It's so sad that my predecessor died. But yeah, hey, it's time for the Bandora Protocol.
Is that Turtle Cove previously?
I mean, I guess it's
That
some
seems like
fucking,
it's got-
some ranger, some
'Cause
setting for Power
We
Rangers.
end up collecting a lot of Rangers from a lot of
Here,
different
let's see,
times and
what's
places.
Turtle Cove? Let's look them up.
We
Turtle
got Angel
Cove.
Grove, Turtle Cove,
Turtle Cove,
Crystal Cove.
Power Rangers.
Where are we currently in Power Rangers?
Wild Force. That's
Yeah.
Turtle Cove.
Yeah,
Let's see, what else? Reefside, Astro... Okay, whoa.
Astro Mega Ship.
Hold on.
Reefs.
Okay, alright.
Alright.
So, here's my thing, right?
Yeah.
So, Power Rangers, as a franchise, takes place between multiple points in time,
Yeah.
and also, depending on the series, not necessarily planets, but,
Place.
yeah, like, places off Earth. Like, Galaxy
Right.
is literally about a space colony,
Yeah.
right? So, one of the names listed is the Astro Megaship, aka the fucking Astrozord from fucking...
Yeah, which is where the Space Ranger hangs
like
out,
space.
you know?
Didn't they crash that at the end of Galaxy?
No, they built a second one. There is a Astro Ship
Okay.
Mark II. Yeah, that was in Wild Force, the anniversary special, when they're like, "Hey, did you guys crash this thing?" It's like, "Nah, we bought a second one just in case, right?" There was
That's
two.
how
There was
I think Billy built the ladder.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Look,
Okay,
look,
all right.
Rita's attacking everywhere, so they gotta get all the Power Rangers team. Look, don't worry about their problems. Ignore the fact they have their own monster of the week to fight. Right? They can take their time.
Everybody else will deal with it.
Yeah, look, you guys can deal with that and our problems, right? Look, you gotta deal with Rita, right? The problem that we created and caused, right?
Yeah. And then, hey, it's time to call in the...
Bandorka.
It's not even the reinforcements, it's the substitutes.
It's time to call in the Bandorka.
Yeah. The fucking Cat and then Rocky, who clearly is a, like, New England firefighter that, like, calls minorities by slurs, but insists that he's not, like...
Wrong.
Like, he's not racist. Like, I promise. Yeah, man, this... Oh, I love this Chinaman food. What do you mean? What did I say? Why are you getting mad at me?
Food.
I love it. Yeah.
Chicken food, what it
Yeah,
is.
what? Oh.
Like,
Oh,
dude,
man.
I'm sorry?
Man.
Like,
Them, yeah.
dude, you can't call it
Yeah.
Oriental.
Darkies, man, the Darkies really know how to make chicken. I didn't say I was like, oh.
Look, man, here's another fucking Sam Adams beer.
Yeah.
And,
he could just,
Well,
like,
he's from Boston now, all of a sudden?
I'm just saying, he's got a real New England, like, he's got, like, that Dennis Leary, like, energy as a firefighter, like, just frumpy and, like, okay,
he mostly sits there drinking beers and playing cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, here's your tie into Dino Fury, by the way. Here's Buzz Blast.
Hey, it's Buzz Blast.
Buzz Blast. For some reason, the girl from Buzz Blast is here too.
This is the character from Dino Fury as well.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely the bitch from Buzz Blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, the walking HR disaster.
The one who rejected the guy in the glasses.
Yeah, that's who she is. It took me a while to realize it too. Right?
Yeah.
I was livid when I saw the Buzz Blast logo show. I was like, oh, boy,
immediately I just went, that's the bitch. That's the bitch. Holy shit.
Yeah, hey, look, I hope she's enjoying life in Angel Grove, America now, right?
Instead of New Zealand, America.
No, she's in Angel Grove now. She's reporting from Angel Grove.
Yeah. But yeah, so
look, Alpha has made some backup.
Yeah, he's made convenient storyline reasons that you can use Zords without the actual.
I love his
people.
final suit. It's so dumb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, boy, so there's an updated morphing sequence, right? And all of them are good except for Billy, which I feel like they forgot to edit part of it. Right?
Well, I think the problem is that Billy now isn't wearing his glasses.
Yeah, give him
like
back
I
his
assume
glasses.
that he's gotten like I don't know LASIK surgery or something.
It
But like
doesn't need
he
them,
looks
but
like
put
he's
him back.
trying to read a line like from a far distance.
Or just looks old. I don't know. That's why
I think it's real funny how everyone already has their morpher in hand when in the sequence when they do it, but Billy still has to lift his up, right? Mm-hmm. If you notice it, right? I thought it was real funny. Yeah, but look, the putties are attacking Angel Grove, America, right, and everything. And look, this fight sequence.
I can.
No, the fight sequence okay, they do their little combat.
I mean, does Rocky commit a mild war crime by shooting his opponent in the back? Maybe, but
they're putties, they're not real. It's fine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, what you're gonna say was about like the putties, and now that you're an adult, you don't feel like they're gonna assault you.
Oh, yeah, like at least this point in my life, I don't feel like the putties are like rapey problems. So that makes me feel at least a little bit better, because that means I can like flail out and it not. Be,
to be fair, they did used to kidnap Kimberly and Trini a lot back in Mighty Morphin. Oh, by the way, so like I was saying earlier,
that's why I'm like
I started rewatching the original Mighty Morphin. Right, I didn't watch the entire thing. I watched like up to like a good few. I watched like like 16 episodes, right? But they do kidnap those two a lot, you know. They do single out the two females a lot for some reason, you know.
Yeah,
right?
well, for some reason.
But I don't think they can rape them.
There you
They don't
go.
got the genitals to do
Doesn't
it.
seem like they
Finster,
can rape them. So
Finster
like,
didn't,
at least they're not a
didn't
rape
build,
problem.
Didn't build that part. He only built the part that punches and kicks, you know. Right. Hey, look, Bulk and Skull
Look,
apparently owns a sandwich shop now.
As you can still flail.
Yeah, Bulk and Skull are making that office money.
Right.
So
Yeah.
at least putties are less scary when you go, well, they can't rape me, so...
Right? Look, they figure
Also,
out that Rita's on the moon. Right? Who would
Oh,
have
yeah.
guessed? Apparently they never thought
Yeah,
it
everybody's running around and they...
be? Where has she been for the last year, you know? She could be hiding anywhere.
If only she fucking went back to the exact same place that she's always been at.
We threw a bitch off the fifth story.
They did throw a girl.
Like, they threw a woman off, like, the 5th story. And that has got to go in one of the most, like, brutal Power Ranger deaths.
Like, well, no. Rocky saved her.
Almost.
It's one of the most ridiculous Power Ranger stunts.
Yes. Okay.
But yeah. Anyway, Rita's on the moon, and fucking apparently Tommy and Kat got married, and maybe we can figure out a way to use metal. And hey, Ming is fucking gone off and just started to just like Ming. Oh, it is Min. Okay.
Could be racist.
I just don't remember if there was a G or not. Anyway.
There's an H.
No, I knew there was an H, I just didn't remember if there was a G.
You know that G is next to H.
Okay, anyway, Min just fucking starts throwing hands on putties for no reason, and then she goes, oh shit, I'm not chosen. Time for her to deal with that shit. Yeah, and then, hey, cool fight sequence of her actually, like, John Wicking the shit out of these fucking, like, putties. Yeah. That's cool.
She whips her hair back and forth. You know, that willow shit.
Yeah.
Like, she does do pretty good on her own. Like, this is definitely, like, what Power Rangers would look like, or did look like at the, like, the beginning.
Right.
Which I feel like is part of, like, her fucking argument of, like, why won't you let me help?
Yeah.
You guys were teenagers when you started.
It's a good point, yeah.
And so she's like, I'm a year or two older than my mom was when she started, so, like, my training and shit, I can help. Like,
yeah, I'm a fully grown, like, 17. It's like, okay, look.
It's like, okay, honey,
you're not, we did do that at that time, that was not okay at that time, and it's not okay now.
As an adult, looking back at it, probably should have been a great thing.
Yeah. Anyway, then luckily Zach and Rocky.
Here's Adam and Aisha. You know, hey, remember them? Remember them in the opening credit? Yeah,
they're here in the SPA.
Back to Power Rangers lore bullshit. All right. So, have you seen? They're wearing badges that says SPA. All right, on it. Okay.
So I'm assuming that's Space Patrol Alpha, right?
Right. And here's the thing: when they made Power Rangers SPD in 2005, they just threw the arbitrary year of 2025. You know, like, man, I'll be real funny in the year 2025.
So future, man.
Yeah, right. I mean, we'll never get to that point. You know, LOL. You know, but hey,
we'll all die before then.
This special in real time, setting this in 2023, and so we are supposed to believe in 2 years that SPD is supposed to be established. You know. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
they
say some lies that are literally only throwaway lies to establish a connection to SPD. Everything they said is just more Easter egg. Because that's what everyone in this special only either yells and victim blames or bring up or reference Easter eggs. That's it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, there is gonna be a while they can't make it, you know, and we roll great, but you know, we're in space. And we can't reach you guys. Oh yeah, good luck.
Yeah,
it'll
we'd love
great.
to be there to help, but
Yeah.
we can't teleport.
It'll be great if you guys had the second Yellow Ranger and the second Black Ranger to be there with you guys, to help you guys.
Well, we can't have 2 of the same Black Ranger and 2 of the same Yellow Ranger. Even though the second Yellow Ranger, I believe, got to be the Yellow Ranger in Turbo?
No, that's Tanya. There has
Or
been
Zeo.
3.
Zeo.
There has been 3 Yellow...
Ashley got to be Yellow Ranger in Zeo, right?
Yes. I think Aisha has only ever been the second...
Aisha, yeah.
I think Aisha has only ever been the second MMPR Yellow. I think that's when she transferred to Tanya, who became Turbo and Zeo, I believe. Right. Yeah. But anyway, look. Min can't fight the putties, it turns out. Yeah. But don't worry, Zach's here to help you. But
Johnny Young Bosch could have been Green Turbo.
Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah.
Magikarp. My dear friend.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like they kind of just randomly cast the daughter? Like, I mean, aside from, like, talent and stuff, but, like, your mom looks like this. This is what we're gonna make her daughter look like.
They just cast an Asian. I mean, they had to cast someone that was athletic, right? I mean, like, that's, like, one of the main things. I mean, when they cast actors
she's an
or actors
athletic Asian, but, like... Continue.
Yeah, it's just, like, you had to be athletic ethnicity, and that's it. Right?
I just feel like her mom was, like, generic, kind of, like, very pale, like, geisha type pretty. And she's just, like, Soup's modern, like, sunshine lady who does athletics.
Hey, look, a lot has changed in almost 30 years, People are eating better nowadays, right? There's less sun.
Yeah, and allowing themselves to, like, be in the sun and also not bleaching their skin. Well, that still kind of happens, maybe.
I mean...
Yeah.
Well,
put Min wants to be on the team. Put her in. Put her in, Zach. Right?
Yeah, put me in, coach. Put me in, Guardian.
Give me a
her
gun.
Mom looks geisha pale and special.
Mm-hmm. I mean, to be fair, it also was in 1993, and like I rewatched the once again, going back to how fact I rewatched. Hey, Austin St. John's was definitely the worst actor of all of the original 5. I rewatched it, right, and Walter Jones was definitely the best out of the original 5, right? In terms of acting. It's really bad when you rewatch, if you actually go back and rewatch the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, right? But yeah, look, Rita is having her stupid little action. She's collecting action figures of all the Power Rangers across the universe. She got a good number of them,
Just
right?
suck them off.
Yeah, look, she's like, hey, look,
buy the
Power Rangers action figures, Go buy the Lightning collection, Look, hey, you can now get hey, I don't know if you guys know about this, but Hasbro, right? Current license holder, right? Has released a line of action Power Rangers where you can send a photo of yourself and they make a face sculpt of you on the figure.
Oh, I don't like that.
It's pretty cool, unironically.
I knew they were doing, like, legacy stuff. I didn't know that it was, like, hey, we're gonna put, like, your face on this shit.
Yeah, it's weird. Pretty neat, if anything.
Okay.
Yeah. But there you go. Hey, look. If you want to make your own little power, if you ever wanted yourself to be a Power Rangers or a G.I. Joe man, right? And I guess or a Star Wars man, right? You can get that too. Yeah, but look, they realize, that Sizzle, Scyther, and Robot Tar or Minotaur, whatever the fuck is, and look, they're made out of metal. And look, we'll just use a magnet. Now get them, and now we'll just leave them here unprotected and unwatched. Yeah. Because no one, right?
Yep. No one will just leave them magnetized, and like the crane won't run out of power.
I mean, first off, there are 2 left. Dumb bitch didn't take both of them.
Right? Yeah.
Because she didn't realize fully how it worked, because she wasn't paying attention. Anyway, she decides to go fucking slay, like, metal.
Yeah, she's like, hey, it's time for me to execute these fuckers.
Look, I know how to
That's
drive this
horrifying.
car. I'll commit vehicle manslaughter. Look, these buddies aren't real people.
It's not manslaughter. Again, this
It's-
is like a war crime. She's like, I'm going to execute these fuckers.
Also, I don't know how to drive this car. Also, I really don't actually know who like gave her driving lessons and shit. Like,
Theoretically, it's
so many
Zach.
questions.
Or her mom had already started giving her driving
Hey,
lessons.
look, hey, look, hey, look, hey, well,
Sorry,
once again, hey, look, it turns out Mid doesn't know how to drive a car, you know, right?
Yeah. I mean, granted, it is styled like a fucking, like, 1940s car.
Man,
But-
she's really driving like a real Yellow Ranger. Yellow
Fucking
Rangers,
racist ass motherfucker.
Yellow Rangers just don't know how to drive. I mean, they just keep on going around, and you go, "Oh, the Yellow Ranger can't fucking like see above the steering wheel." Man, Yellow Rangers.
Does Austin drive? Just ask him how he drives.
What are you talking about? I'm just talking about Yellow Rangers. Not all Yellow Rangers. Excuse me. You think that all Yellow Rangers are Asian? Wow!
I think that you're talking about
Wow!
all Yellow Rangers
Wow!
being
Really, really, real. Wow! Way to assume. It makes an ass out of
Your
you
fault.
and me, man. I can't believe that you would do that.
Mostly you.
No, you assume that just because I was talking about Yellow Rangers, I was talking about Asians, and that's pretty
I'm
fucked
sorry,
up.
what origin is this Yellow Ranger?
I mean, she's Asian. That's fine. Other Yellow
So-
Rangers aren't,
Why did you
Asian?
just make this joke just now?
because Yellow Rangers be driving like shit, I guess.
I
If
guess
I've learned anything-
because
if
you're
I've
watching
learned-
it right now, and therefore you're being a fucking racist.
If
asshole.
I've learned anything from Avataro Sentai Dawn Brothers, it's that Yellow Rangers can't drive well.
Well, I mean, Tariq got a point there. He alright does have a point right there. You know.
You know what? I haven't crashed your car.
Thank you.
Yeah, hello.
Please don't.
Robot Rita's plan is to travel back in time to help her younger self to destroy the Power Rangers. It turns out.
Yeah, we'll destroy the Power Rangers
But
so that the
first-
Yellow Ranger can never save this this guy's boyfriend, because
Don't say the game.
we've gotta have like the gay inclusion in this, even though
We
fucking
won't give
Dave-
it to who it
we won't give it to
deserves.
David Yost, who was actually fucking like bullied on set for being gay.
Mm-hmm.
But no, those two get to be gay. But no, you don't get to be gay.
Yeah. But
You
yeah.
can't let our Power Rangers do that.
But yeah, it's all about siphoning off the fucking energy to make the fucking the time rift.
Space dumpsters.
Yeah, we gotta go to the space. She wants to go to the space dumpster first, so that she can give her past self all of the information.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, it's great
yeah.
when your origin is space dumpster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, hey, look, so it turns out that, so Trini died taking a blast from, Wild Morph from Robot Rita, but I guess Min doesn't die? I guess it's the fact that it was the
Well, the
height.
difference is that
I think
What-
they're taunting them.
okay,
with
so
her as
so
hostage.
so they do the whole thing with Min, right? Okay, so yeah, they all try to fight Rita. They morph, blah blah blah, and then Rita, or well, I guess before they morph, Rita goes to fire another shot. I joke that this is the stereotypical, like, cliche, like, I was shot in the heart, but luckily the Bible I had over my chest, like, took the bullet.
Mm-hmm.
We
like, that's
joke
ba-
about Trini or Trini's child.
Or Min, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's basically what happened, is, like, she should have died, but the only reason that she didn't die is because the fucking morpher took her, like, shot for her.
Yeah, took the shot.
And she's like, oh, but she still sacrificed herself, so she's shown selflessness.
Yeah. So she.
I'm
gets
not
the
saying
power.
this is smart or novel in any way. It's just like,
No, this is
Sure,
the
fuck
bottom
it,
of
yeah.
the bucket. for,
yeah,
like,
okay, cool.
The best
yeah.
thing there.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess if only Trini had blocked with her fucking belt buckle instead of her fucking, like,
Face.
or chest or whatever the fuck, like, she got hit with. Like, if only she'd put her guard up, like, she would have
Mhm.
survived.
Yeah.
Anyways, as a group of adults, we're real okay with like this 16-year-old being. technically problem.
Look. She learned her lesson now, so she gets the right to use the morpher now. You know, right? Like, okay, look, you experienced death, and that's good enough, right? Yeah. So look, everyone, look, we get the group chat, and so hey, look, so this is a good fight, but it's filmed in such a god awful lightning condition. I don't know why they decided to film this shit in the fucking dark. This is, I mean, there are good fight moments in this scene, but Jesus fuck, this.
Yeah, that's not just dark. It's also like smoky. Mm-hmm. Like they've got like a fog machine or something going, like to like fill it with like particulates, for lack of a better term. Like
really fun flashbacks, kind of.
Yeah.
It is really
a bunch of old archival footage of Trini. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know what the deal with this is. This is not something that's ever been established within Power Rangers continuity.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, when do morphers start passing the memories of their previous users?
Situation?
Now. Yeah!
Where the morpher is secretly recording, has been secretly recording everything since the beginning of time, right? And you can access it with your fingerprints, right?
Well, no, it's more like ID core of like, oh, you touched the ID core, now here's all your memories of the past
previous
user.
owner, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I actually do not know what the deal is with her seeing the memory of her mom, right? Yeah. This has never been brought up as far as I remember in Power Rangers, so I don't know what the deal with this actually is. So yeah.
But they all decide to fucking like throw.
Yeah, no, they all decide to fight in the dark, and they use the darkness to their advantage. Hey, look, that's the one thing that the Putty Patrols have a weakness against: seeing in the dark. That'll get them. Yeah, don't never see our brightly colored spandex in the dark. Right?
Yeah,
we have a tactical advantage over them.
Yeah. Speaking of a tactical advantage, Rita goes, "Oh, well, I'll decide to use my tactical advantage. I'll make a big fucking monster on the moon." Okay, that's cool. Well,
then I'll throw my stick at it.
Well, she did used to do that.
Yeah, that's she grew the monster back then. Yeah, but and that was her thing.
But now it's like
now it's big ol' Snizzer.
But then it's like, okay, well, we'll bring our big Megazord out.
Hold on. We can't get with the best part when Billy fucking stabs her in the back.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was gonna say.
Again, I just want to jump to that part, though.
That's what Zordon always taught them. Hey, wait till your opponent, your enemy lets their guard down and go for the killing stab.
I'm just saying. There's two distinct times where I feel like, okay, we might have violated the Geneva Convention with here. And one is when Rocky just pulls out his blaster and shoots a Putty while it's, like, running away, like, behind, like, shoots him in the back.
I personally still think that he was trying to, like, approach...
I mean, maybe he was, but he still shot him in the back. But then Billy just stabs Rita through the fucking, like, from the back through the chest. And it's like, holy...
With his double-ended trident.
Triple! Well, it's a triple. It's a trident. Oh, you mean
double-sided trident?
Well, because they used to split apart and like be like woo woo.
Yeah, I'm just saying he has double-ended trident.
Yeah. Anyway, he fucking There's right.
Give me Jabber a few more times.
There is a third time where they violate Geneva Convention, but that hasn't happened yet. But yeah, the rest of them decide to fight, and then Billy and me decide to like go Zord on it.
Yeah, they called the Megazord, so hey, the opening sequence of them summoning the Zord is good. The combination is really fucking bad.
Well, because it's so fucking CGI'd.
Yeah, here's the thing, right? I'll let you guys know the suit, the Megazord suit, still exists for the Mighty Morphin Megazord. You want to know how I know that? Because Zen Kaiger, right, the Sentai from 2 years ago, right, used the Mighty Morphin Megazord suit in an episode. So Toei still has the Daijujin, that's the Japanese name, right? Right, suit in storage, right? And I know that they could have set the Mighty Morphin Megazord suit over. You want to know how they could have set it? Because they had to set the Mighty Morphin suit over to New Zealand to film this, right? And so apparently, no one at any point like, hey, damn, should we just ask Toei to send us the Megazord suit?
Because in my mind, it's like you can have a fight on the moon if you green screen the setting and keep the like suit actors.
Yeah,
but instead they decided to just CGI the whole thing,
Japan, right? As well, and then just have Japan send over the footage, right? It's real. The Megazord CG is really bad. I don't. It's so fucking bad.
It feels like that's what they said that they wanted, then they got it, and they were like, "It's too late to change back."
Yeah, like
it's, right. You think like, boy, hell, this is the money we could have paid Amy Jo Johnson with, right?
Yeah, like it moves, like it's got like the CGI animation is.
It's the gist of what we think.
To be the most complimentary, it's fluid. Like they move like accurately, but like they're also. It's also like fucking like fuck, what was that show back in the day on? I mean, it's here. I'll skip it. It's like fucking Transformers, like Beast Wars. Level, like.
Also, the kill on the Minotaur was.
Yeah, so that's my third moment of the Geneva Convention, where it's just like they all break down the fucking Minotaur, knock away his weapons, and then while he's on his back,
he does come from the front though.
Like, yeah, I mean he kills him from the front, but it's still like he's defenseless. He has no weapons, and then they just go. Murder! Just drive that.
Look! They defeated the monsters. He was a monster. It doesn't matter. Right?
Yeah, they're not people.
Yeah.
I don't understand the U shape of the control panel. Like.
Oh no, it's because I mean, it's how it was. I think this is how it was in the original series. I can't remember.
I don't think it was lit as well there.
Had, like, tables.
I mean, it's a new set and everything.
They definitely had. They definitely had tables, but they were definitely still in the same like command center thing. I don't know why Billy's in the lead.
It was face forward. I don't think it wasn't a U shape. It was like a 3-seat in the front and then 2 seats in the back. Right? It was like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but there were still like seats and like somewhat desks, I think.
Yeah.
But Billy's in charge because he made himself in charge.
Yeah,
Billy did all the renewal.
Never again. Never again. Like, he rebuilt the dinosaur, even though, again, continuity issue, right? This Megazord canonically was destroyed.
They can rebuild it. I mean, that's what, they, look, everything in Power Rangers that could be destroyed can be rebuilt, alright?
Oh, cool. It's like, it's fucking full metal.
Look, just because a piece of your gun fell off, as long as you can find that piece, and you can glue it on, right? This is
more like, so long as you knew what it looked like, you can
replace it.
Cut pieces out of, like plastic, like, pieces,
and then
like, plastic shit to mold it back together. Like, mold a replacement, and it's like, I mean, I guess, fuck. Anyway, yeah, they fucking murder fucking Snizzard.
Yeah. But don't worry, Robo Rita's still alive. He's like, oh, hey, don't worry, I'm gonna go to the past and get you. But, nope.
Fuck you will.
This bitch has too many comments. Like, shut up and focus on what you have to do.
No, she has to say her quips, right? That's the thing about superhero franchise. They gotta say their quips,
She's never killed anybody twice, but she'll be happy to kill your mother twice.
I just, I get that, and it's just, like...
Yeah.
Focus more on what you're doing and not...
Also, I'm not sure they killed Robot Rita, right?
I mean...
If you look at it, a puff of smoke appears before the shot connects, right? And I'm not sure if she teleported away. Right, because if you rewatch the scene, right, like, you see some smoke shows up first. Before.
Yeah, the smoke does show up first. But...
I do want to say that earlier, the first time, we start getting, super ganged up on Rita, I was like, this bitch gonna get, a grenade gun into her face. And I was right.
Alright, I'll say this.
Cheer for me.
If either Rita or Min shows back up, because in Cosmic Fury.
Hey, look, they were filming on the same studio set, you know, right?
100% they were, because our boy Simon Bennett was here too.
Right. Look, they have them under contract, you know, right? You know, right? Yeah, look, hey, look, the day is saved. Hey, look, Rocky and I'm sorry, Adam and Aisha here. They made it, you know, right? Hey, look, right? They made it back, and hey, look, and Tommy, Kimberly, and Safe. Are they gonna show up? Nope. They're in the medical bay, getting healed up, you know.
They're getting like re-equalized or whatever.
Yeah. They're becoming unaction figurized, you know, right? But don't worry. Hey, look. Adam. Then Adam's like, hey, when are you gonna see your alien side girl on the alien planet, Billy? You know, right? Yeah. Hey, that was still like the funniest thing when in rewatching Power Rangers. How Billy. So hey. So once again, Lord drop, right? So what happened with David Yost was very bad, right? He was bullied on set, right? And everything, and he walked out, right?
No,
so
really
the way
bad.
that the show worked around that was that one episode, a random old man just showed up, right? This random old guy shows up. He's like, "Oh no, this is Billy, by the way." Yeah, that's what happened.
Why?
Yeah, so it's really bad, right? Once again, Saban, terrible person and everything. Like people just walked off set, or to the Power Ranger. So David Yost walked off set, right, when the bullying was continuing, and there was nothing gonna be there. So he just straight up walked off. And so like when it came to film, yeah, right, understandable, right. And so then to write him off the show, they just had an old guy show up and said, oh yeah, by the way, off screen, Billy was in the back room, pressing some buttons, beep beep boop bop bop bop, and he became old. Oh no, we don't know what to do. So
and
here's
now
what we're.
Fucking some alien.
My joke about him being Grandpa Billy and like Zach.
Yeah, no.
Like,
at
Uncle
one
Zach
point,
is
he
fine.
was actually 88 years old. You know, right? Yeah. At one point in Power Rangers, he was actually 88 years old. Yeah. So then what happened was, in order to completely write Billy off the show, they're like, all right, Billy, we're gonna send you to the alien, the Aquarian Ninja Ranger planet.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Right. And then while he was there, and then in order to write him so that he never comes back to Power Rangers, you know, because David Yost was out of the show, they're like, oh no, hey, this alien girl, fucking hot, you know, right? And look, this alien girl has more holes than I was expecting for her to have than
this
Earth
alien
girls.
girl that the one character that we've been or the one actor that we've been bullying because he's gay is super attractive, even for this gay actor.
That's more bullying.
I know. I'm just saying, it's like we can't let this character be gay. Again, the biggest issue is like,
I mean, even in
just
this,
let Billy be gay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or
right?
Just don't mention it. Don't bring it up. What's the fucking point? Why do we?
I think David Yost has said in an interview that he's fine with right, because that's something, right? He's like, I know you gotta separate the actor from the character, you know.
Yeah.
Right. He's like. I think his quote was like, "I like men, Billy likes ladies." That's it, you know, right? He's like, don't force any.
Which is fine. Like Neil Patrick Harris, like
a good enough actor to play like a man.
Yeah,
who likes ladies.
I mean Neil Patrick Harris in like How I Met Your Mother, like that's a great example. But like, it just feels like if they, I mean, kudos to David Yost for coming back to this. I know that he's like he and Walter Johnson, right?
Yeah,
Zach?
Jones. Yeah, mm-hmm.
Walter Jones, like have like done the continue to do like the convention circuit and like PowerCon or whatever. But like, man, to come back to something that has so much like
problematic history.
Yeah, like so many bad feelings.
I mean, one of the important things is that the cast and crew from back then are no longer working on the show. It's a completely new production team, right? As well, right?
I'm just saying.
We shitpost a lot about Simon Bennett, but Simon Bennett is actually a very good and nice guy, right?
Yeah, it seems like
we
he's
always
actually
joke about him, but we not trying to say something actually be mean about him, right?
Because he's actually, I guess, made a more like hospitable like workplace for the Power Ranger productions. Whether or not like the writing and story writing, like the narrative is able to like fucking like stay together is one thing, but like at least he's made things like okay for people to not feel like they need to like run away.
Right.
Or like they can't be themselves.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I just feel like it would have been a nice, in the same way that they fucking kill off Trini, and it's like, well, this is because she's dead, right? And even if they have this amount of writing, like, beforehand, right? They have this amount, like, obviously it came to post-production before, like, Jason David Frank died. But, like, I think in the same way that they wanted to kill off Trini and subsequently explain the absence of her actress and kill the actively they're killing the actress. They could have given Billy as a character a write-off of like, yeah, I might go there, but I'm not really feeling like that's not quite the team that I play on anymore. You know, give him some kind of like reference of like let Billy, and in the same way that they kill off Tree and Tai Trang, like they could have given like Billy slash David Yost like just that, I guess, catharsis of like, you're valid, you're seen, like, be gay, whatever.
Also, I honestly feel weird about, like, now thinking about, like, the, like, beginning of the credits, we get, like, in memorial of, or whatever, it's just like, okay, so we, like, okay, this might sound terrible if you don't know me, but, like, why are we giving this one person such a, like, walk around when they killed themselves?
Oh!
Versus all the other people who have also coming up.
What? Okay, hold on.
Well, that's not what I mean.
Maybe rethink that in the wording. What you're talking about is... Tai Trang died in an accident. Jason David Frank took his own life.
Yes. I know that.
And so it feels weird for you, like, for them to talk about one suicide versus others.
Yeah, to an extent.
I mean, I think
Anyways,
it's just
I don't know what I'm
mainly
saying, so-
this is. I think this is just the best that they can do to address the two dead elephants in the room of like why we don't have these people. Like, if they only addressed like Trini's actress, it would have been more awkward. Especially at this point, like
I mean,
in
there's
April.
no right solution.
Yeah.
I mean, cause I think they were already pretty much done. Cause all this, cause Jason died during post production, right? And like, and they knew that they were to release and not acknowledge it. I feel like they knew that probably would have been out, so they had to. I'm pretty sure the credit was definitely the in memoriam was definitely re-edited to add him.
I would agree. So
right,
I would agree as well.
Right, because the way that this entire production is written is like definitely as a passing of the torch, right?
Yeah,
like
and in memoriam of specifically at the time when they started up with a concept.
Yeah, when they started writing
like,
and
there was
doing
one dead ranger of like the original 5.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh god damn it, he's dead too. Well, we didn't write for that.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's the point that I was trying to bring up. I just did not do it right
Yeah.
at all.
But yeah,
Look, everybody gets to go home now, right?
Yeah, everybody gets to go home,
yeah,
say hi to their family.
Rocky gets to go finish the rest of his Chinaman food, right?
He gets to go back and...
Chinaman next door makes some good sushi with rice,
Yeah, look, hey, all I'm saying is, don't go up to Massachusetts and be near Rocky, okay, Austin? He might punch you in the face and beat you half to death. I'm just saying. He's got that real Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch energy. Yeah. But hey, everybody gets to go back and then...
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, hey look. Hey look. Oh yeah. By the way, I forgot. I forgot. I didn't bring this up. Hey. Trivia. Hey. Kat and Tommy are married. By the way, I forgot to bring. Yeah. It's been people are for some reason people online are surprised that they're married. I forgot that people do not watch Power Rangers post Mighty Morphin, and that this has been a thing since 2016. This isn't new, by the way.
What? When was that? Wait, when was that? Was it canonized in like the Forever Red episode? No.
In the Dimension in Danger. That's the one. That's the same special way he got when he shot his cool Master Morpher because he's Tommy Oliver and he's the greatest and he's the greatest Power Ranger who ever lived and will continue to be the greatest Power Rangers into the end of time.
He would have, if only.
Maybe the character's still alive. He's just recovering from being a toy for the last 6 hours. Right? Yeah. But yeah, hey, look, and then what is it? Not David Yost. Johnny Young Bosch and Karen Ashley, I believe is the name. Got paid to fly to New Zealand to appear in 2 scenes, which I think is real
pretty
fucking
much
funny.
They got 2 shots.
Yeah,
I mean, they didn't even have to be in New Zealand for the first shot. They could have been behind a green screen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if anything, I think that they probably had fun.
But... Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, fuck, Johnny Young Bosch doesn't fucking worry about that. He's fucking Johnny Young Bosch. It's like,
after this, he's gonna go home and fight in a 1,000-year war, right?
I'm just saying, like, in terms of people that could, like, pull, like, make a big pull of, like, hey, I'm this actor, and I don't know if I want to come back to Power Rangers, but only if you give me, like, this check with this many zeros. Jason David Frank, I get it. People like Tommy. People like the Green Ranger, the White Ranger, fucking whatever. Johnny Young Bosch actually has a lucrative voice acting career outside of this. So, like, if anybody has, like, if there's ever an actor that, like, has made the most out of their
post-Power Rangers career,
right? I think it's truly Johnny Young Bosch. I can't think of a single actor that is more prevalent in modern media than Johnny Young Bosch.
All right. Are we including actors that have only been in Power Rangers or actors that have been Power Rangers? Because there is one actor that's been in Power Rangers that has the biggest career out of all of them.
Okay. Enlighten.
What is it? Bryan Cranston.
No.
He voiced.
No. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
He got his start. He got his start on Power Rangers, right?
Billy Cranston, Bryan Cranston, they're 2 different people. It's not... No. God damn it. God damn it. No.
Let me see. I'm pretty sure Power Rangers was like one of his like earliest career...
I mean, did he do Power Rangers before he was Hal and Malcolm in the Middle?
Yeah. Because whenever Power Rangers was in 93, and Hal was in and then Malcolm in the Middle was 2000, right?
Was it 2000? I thought it was more like 98 or something.
Hold on, let me see. Filmography. All right, filmography. Let's see. What are his? Okay, never mind. He's been in other stuff, but these were minor roles. Okay. I guess he's been in other stuff even before Power Rangers, but still. Let's see. Yeah. Television. Okay, no, yeah, he made some guest actor appearance,
I'm just saying.
Background roles. But hey, look, he has been in Power Rangers. He has been a voice.
Okay. I would say yes. Bryan Cranston is the most famous actor to be associated with Power Rangers. But
No, but Jar Bar is definitely the actor.
Is the most famous and most successful actual Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's a single other Power Ranger that has been as successful as him.
Dan Southworth. I think
Who
it's
the
probably
fuck is
second.
that?
Virgil. From Devil May Cry.
Oh, I thought it was like Static Shock. No, I don't think. Okay, if you're in the same franchise that the person I just previously mentioned is also in, but also he's in a bunch of other stuff, I don't think you get to make that claim. Because Johnny Young Bosch is in Devil May Cry, and the other guy is in Devil May Cry, but Johnny Young Bosch.
I definitely think probably Jar Jar Binks is like, in terms of like new face, is probably like the most.
I think he's the most. I think he is the most like successful Power Rangers actor outside of Power Rangers, like outside of like Power Rangers recognition, other than including like people that like Bryan Cranston who did like one-off characters or whatever.
Yeah. But look, Min apologized, right, for being a teenager, right?
Yeah, she was being a real bitch.
Yeah, look, she was like being a teenager with attitude, right?
Yeah, too much attitude.
Man, how did Zorda deal with the 5 of you back then? You know, right? I can't believe this. You had to deal with the one of me, right?
I mean, that's because he was like 300 years old, and it's like, I've done this multiple times, so like, fuck these kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a wild thing to create, and it's a wild thing to watch.
Right? I feel like there was definitely way more, but they had to go to a lot of rewrites due to actors saying, I don't want to do it. I am legally not allowed to do it, and I don't want to do it, right?
And or I'm dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and or actors that literally cannot do it.
Right? I definitely feel like this one was definitely, right, for what I'm not sure if this is correct or not, but from what I read, this was originally pitched as an 8-episode miniseries, right? Before Hasbro was like, no one can, we will not finance this until Netflix said, we will finance this, but for only 55 minutes, right? Right? Because I feel like a lot of stuff does happen within this special, right? That we gotta process.
A lot of things do, and then a lot of things don't get fully explained. So.
Yeah. Right. All right. Hey, do you guys want to give our ratings of the special now? Right.
Fuck.
I mean, I'd say like 4.5 out of 5, if not 5 out of 5, because like it was just amusing, and I'm not as hardcore deep into the things that happened in Power Rangers as y'all.
Right.
So
right.
I'm just like, that was fun, but then there were some things that I was definitely screaming about. So I'd go with 5 out of.
At best, I could maybe give like out of 10.
Oh, 3. Molly did out of 5. You should do out of 10 next. You should do yours out of 10 next.
9 out of 10.
No.
What are you saying?
No, Molly, you're doing out of 5. Tariq's gonna do out of 10.
I'm sorry.
Okay, 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5?
4.5 out of 5.
4.5. Wait. Okay.
I give it like a 4.5.
4.5 out of 5.
Yes.
Right.
Because there were things that were kind of lacking.
All right. So
but they weren't so big that they were like an entire problem for the whole thing.
Out of 10, I think if I was working with like brain dead caveman like mind, I'd probably give this like a 7 out of 10. Like, I'd go like, oh man, they did so much stuff.
Yeah,
but
I mean they do a lot of stuff.
But the context around this, the context around all of the decisions they made with like certain characters and everything, knowing who's dead and who is not, who's like under like federal watch, yeah, federal litigation or not, right? It feels like this is a 5 out of 10, not of any fault. Like, they did the best that they could, considering, but they're like really trying to hope that nobody looks into why Jason and Kimberly, and they do acknowledge Trini and Tommy, like, their actors being dead. Like, please don't, like, just watch this, enjoy it, and don't look into it further.
Don't go tweet at Amy Jo Johnson asking why she wasn't in it, you know, right?
Because but that's such a huge thing to fucking, like, try to, like, just push under the, like, floorboards and be like, no, everything's good, it's all good. So, I think my real rating of this is, like, it's a 5 out of 10. It's not, it's just...
But, if you were hanging out / babysitting a child, would this be a thing that you would want to be a rewatch and deal with a child?
I don't know. Would I have to explain to a child death afterwards? Because that's the thing.
Only if the kid asks.
I'm just saying.
Are you gonna explain to the child what a PPP scam is as well? You know,
I'm just saying. Are you gonna explain to a child the Geneva Convention and shooting an opponent in the back when they're running away from you?
I mean, good lessons for kids to learn. Technically.
Are you gonna explain, like, it's okay to stab someone through the back if they're a robot? Like,
this is the lesson Zordon taught them, you know,
I'm just saying, I don't think...
Okay, you're given 5 options on what to watch. One of them is Peppa Pig. Another one is some Disney shit.
Okay.
Good Disney shit.
Oh, man, that's real hard.
Replaying Rugrats. And the 4th is... Sure, we can watch this.
And the 5th is 300, a David Snyder film, or Zack Snyder? No,
Zack
Snyder.
David. Zack Snyder.
Was it David Snyder that did 300?
No, that's Zack. David Snyder is a comic. It's the comic book one.
Oh fuck! Shit. Okay. All right. I knew I knew that's a real person. I was like, did I get that mixed up completely? Okay. Anyway. Yeah. Look, that's the thing you could show a kid. It's just... I think it's the kind of thing that if a kid watches...
I'm just saying... Like,
they look back at it and go, oh my god, this is way more fucking brutal than I remembered it.
If you're a babysitter and you're, like, watching a kid and the kid's just like, I want to watch this. And you go, maybe you shouldn't watch this. This is...
Hey, are you gonna stand all these Easter eggs they keep bringing up? Do I have to explain to you what the fuck Power Ranger SPD was, you know? And how that show was actually way more problematic than people give it credit for? Because the Power Rangers were judge, jury, and executioner all at once. Oh yeah, no, Power Rangers was actually pretty bad in retrospect now if you think about it, right?
Look, they're just...
Again, great franchise to just throw a child into.
Look, okay? Look, ACAB. Alright? ACAB Power Rangers. APAB.
For my rating, I'd probably give this a C. A C minus, if anything. Right? I know what they were trying to go for. They do some good stuff. Right? Yeah. Look, you give it out of 5, Tariq gives it out of 10, I'm giving it a letter grade, you know, right? That's why it's a fair comparison between the three of us, you know, and there's no, and there's, right? It's all neutral grading
so no one's really confused.
Right? I mean, like, I get the attention they're doing, like, right? I still think it's pretty weird how they just made Trini. I feel like all this stuff could just been off-screen reference, right? You know, right? That they actually had to kill Trini, like, at the beginning. I was like, oh man, they're really going for it, you know? I feel like this also they could have just been addressed off-screen, you know, right? It's like how in the Matrix, how was it the Oracle?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and then she dies, and then and between 2 and 3, right?
Yeah, and then they recasted her, and then they never bring it up. Stuff like that.
Well, no, I think she says, like, oh, I can be, like, whatever I want or something.
Okay, yes, okay. What's a better example? The only exact thing off the top of my head is 2.5 Men. When they
here's what I would say. Here's a great example. Edward Norton versus Mark Ruffalo.
Oh, yeah.
In Avengers.
Yeah. But the character keep continuing, right? I'm trying to think of a character, but where they actually just kill a character off screen and then just in the next following project they just acknowledge that he died off screen, right? I think it probably would have been way better if they just kill Trini off screen, right? Instead of showing her the death, you know?
Yeah, we really didn't have to do that. But again, like I said, better than her getting into another car crash.
Yeah, better than them killing her saying that she died in a car crash off screen, you know?
Or, right? Yeah,
Trini dies from Chuck-kun.
They threw Billy's car at her.
Right? Yeah, I mean, like,
what
besides
the fuck
that,
is Billy's car?
the actors, whatever, it's a bunch of people in their, I think they're in their 50s by this point, right? If they're
at least 40s. I mean, character-wise, I think they're at least in their late 40s.
Right, yeah, right. It's like, look, it's fine acting, whatever, right? Some of these people haven't acted since 1995 or whatever, you know?
Yeah, you can definitely tell.
Right. And then the Megazord, the Megazord fight just fucking, I don't know why they decided to CG, do a CGI.
That was bad.
They had access to the suit, right? Because the suit exists. The suit's not fucking stolen or rotting in a where. It's like, it exists. I don't know why they didn't bother to bring back.
I'm gonna change my rating down to.
I feel like there was an entire process of like weighing like the original suit to like just CGIing the entire fight.
I'm changing my rating down to 4 for that CGI fight. That CGI. They made a CGI moon. Okay, but they had a CGI moon, and they could have put like suit actors on a green screen to fight on it.
Right. Yeah. Look.
But they didn't.
Right. I don't know if this it comes up to like production. Like, oh boy, if they could just get Toei to like, hey Toei, can you guys get the Megazord out of
less expensive to fucking fully CGI animate. I mean, look, hey, animators get paid way too little, like, in the industry. But, like, it can't be that much cheaper to have fucking, like, CGI animators animate a whole fucking fight on a CGI moon versus just, like, 2 dudes in, like, cardboard box, like, suits fighting on a green screen.
Right. I'm pretty sure, right? I don't know, look, if they didn't want to ship the Megazord over to New Zealand, fucking ship the Scyther, the Sizzle suit, whatever.
Sizzle or Slizzard.
Scissor suit to Japan and have Toei do it, you know, right?
Right,
look,
yeah.
Look, the Mighty Morphin suit has to go back to Japan at some point, you know.
Yeah,
right?
we'll figure it out. They had something.
We sent Japan back the henchman sticks.
Right, just in time.
You know, right? I bet they're gonna make use of that thing, right?
It's so weird.
Yeah. Also, I think the fight choreography is also okay. I think the last one was a bad decision to film in the dark. Don't know why they decided to film this in the dark, you know? Right? I understand they're on the moon, obviously, but hey, you know, hey, look, Rita can turn on some fucking lights. I'm pretty sure the light still works after 20 years, you know? Right? And she goes downstairs.
Also, she just kind of like reworked her whole old setup.
Mm-hmm. Right? She could afford some lights, right? I didn't like the dark fight at the end. I think the rest of the fight were pretty mediocre, okay? Right? I think it's probably the fact that this is not the main team.
Look, I got to watch Rocky shoot a putty in the back, like, as it was running.
Oh, does that boost your rating up? Does that change?
No.
Do you go one rating down because of the Megazord fight, but you go one rating up because Rocky shot a guy in the back?
Look, I mean, Rocky also stabbed a guy that was laying on the ground with a fucking sword. Mm-hmm. I'm saying it gets a 4 out of 10 despite all of those incredible war crimes that they committed. Right? Like,
yeah.
That was some fucking executioner style, like, shit.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's my rating. C minus. Good ideas, questionable execution. You know, stuff could have been done better, more or less.
Yeah.
Right. Pretty much. All right. Hey. I think the post. I mean not the post credit, but the montage. The clip.
Yeah, the little
nice.
ending clip of like the song of them all being.
Yeah, right. And the old episode clip was nice. You know. I don't remember what episode this was in. Right. Hey, but at least
clearly it was after Tommy was a ranger.
Yeah. Right. But hey, good for them that they did that and everything. Right. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty much the special. You know. Hey, look, at least they updated the intro. They did an updated intro. You know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Hey, I got to show Molly the fucking Masaki Endo Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's insert song because of that.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Is that it? Anything else we want to say before we finish this off?
I think that's good.
All right.
Everything's good for the end.
All right. I guess that's it. Hey, look. See you in like another 10 years or so. Whatever the fuck.
Yeah, whatever the fuck shit happens.
Yeah. Hey, stay tuned this summer for will Min return in Cosmic Fury? You know.
Yeah, I'd hope. Well, hey, like you said, maybe Rita's not actually dead, and maybe now she'll be showing up in Cosmic Fury.
Hey, look, maybe the reincarnated dead Rita will team up with her reincarnated dead husband, you know? Right?
Yeah.
All right, I guess that's it. All right, we're ending this. Coronavirus is no thing. Watch guys, worry about it. Yeah, shuts.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, thanks, bye.
Okay, thanks, bye.